Dear viewers, welcome to a new episode of Diet Myths. Today, I'll be talking about many ways. The original article was 50 ways to prevent diabetes. So today, we're talking about the strategies to prevent diabetes. Of course, you know, one of the most known strategies that we emphasize over and over again is to reduce the portion size, especially if you have type 2 diabetes or if your parents have type 2 diabetes. You're likely to have weight issues, so if you control your portion, that will help. One of the ways of controlling your portion is to drink 2 glasses of water or a large glass of water 10 minutes before your meal, and this would help a lot. Probably you can put a little bit less on your plate. You don't have to stick to 3 teaspoons or 1/4 of a plate. Just reduce a little bit from your habitual, your regular intake. This will work. It will take a bit longer, but it will still work. It will help you. If you're having your meat or chicken or fish, try to have ones with less fat and try not to exceed the palm of the hand. That will help a lot. If you eat smaller portions or eat smaller meals, that will also help by not eating while watching TV, because studies have shown that if you're watching TV, you're distracted in a way and you're likely to eat more. So perhaps you can listen to music or maybe a radio show. Then you're focusing on your food intake and you're distracting yourself if you don't want the monotony of a quiet room. If you're chatting with a friend, that also helps because you're taking longer to eat. So if you do that, you're guaranteed to eat less without suffering and helping yourself really achieve better glycemic control and help yourself prevent diabetes. Please stay tuned. We're going to learn more techniques in our coming segments. Dear viewers, welcome to the second segment of our episode Diet Myths, and today we're talking about methods of preventing diabetes. This article has been taken from the National Institute of Health, where they have it as a handout with 50 methods of preventing diabetes. Of course, we cannot mention all 50 in this episode, so I've picked the ones that are doable and achievable by most of the people.
You are not alone.
Of course they're not alone. We're right here.
No, I mean, they're not alone because they have diabetes. This affects millions of people every year.
Millions? Is there a cure?
Unfortunately, there is no cure. But there is treatment. And after we tell you what is happening in your body, we'll show you how to take care of yourself.
Look out, diabetes. Here we come.
The body is made of trillions of cells. That's a million that need energy to function.
Millions of millions? That's a lot. How about 7?
The food you eat is turned into sugar, which is called glucose. And glucose travels to all of your cells through the bloodstream. Inside your body is an organ called the pancreas. The pancreas makes something called insulin, which helps all those cells in your body use the glucose.
Your cells need the glucose to grow and get the power they need.
If you have diabetes, your body has trouble controlling the level of glucose in your blood. Either your pancreas isn't making enough insulin, or your cells aren't reacting to the insulin the way they should, so there's too much glucose running around in your blood.
And that's a bad thing?
Yes. Having too much or too little glucose in your blood can damage your heart, blood vessels, kidneys, brain, and nerves, and cause eyesight that gets worse and worse over many years.
And that's not good. How do we know if we have this?
Some symptoms are too much thirst or hunger, peeing too often, weight loss, tiredness, changes in vision, slow healing cuts, and itching of your skin that goes on and on.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's why it's very important for people with diabetes to take care of themselves. In some cases, people with diabetes need to take daily insulin shots. Sometimes you can control this disease through diet and exercise, and taking medication by mouth. Your doctor can help you with a diet and medication plan so that your blood sugar is regulated.
I know some healthy foods: fruit, vegetables, whole grains, fish, nuts, beans.
And you need to exercise too. Getting good exercise really helps your body control your glucose levels.
You can run, swim, skip, hop, bicycle, jump rope, play games,
Just keep your body moving.
dance.
But even when you're as active as Daniel, you still need to check your blood sugar level regularly. Your doctor will show you how, and in no time, you'll be able to do it yourself.
So we've talked about portion sizes, and now we'll talk about exercise or keeping on the go, move around. So if you are a mother, homemaker at home, and you're with your kids all the time, play a little bit with your kids. Kids are bundles of joy and energy. They run around. So maybe it's better if you play with them or teach them some dance moves or whatever kinds of activities, jumping a rope. It will help. It will help if you move around more, then you're preventing your chances of getting diabetes. Also, you can turn up the music while you're doing your home chores. So if you're cleaning up or anything, have some music in the background. Sometimes the beat itself, the upbeat would boost your metabolism, will make you move faster while doing things. A third option, if you are not a mother at home, a homemaker, or a father, you're at work and you would say, okay, I'm sitting in front of the computer doing this, doing that. Try not to send emails as much as go and deliver the message personally to your coworker. This helps a little bit. And of course, you know, it's better to use the stairs rather than using the elevator. So if you can do that, that's great. Even if you're taking the elevator instead of sitting behind your desk and writing an email, that works as well. Also, you can hold walking meetings. So if you want to catch up with a friend to discuss a kind of, for example, sales strategy, you can do that by walking. And better yet, if you're at home, march in your place while you're watching a TV episode or the news or anything you like. Then you're definitely boosting your metabolism through this extra activity. A little bit cutting on food, a little bit boosting your energy by doing a little bit activity will guarantee you a better blood glucose control and prevention of diabetes. Please stay tuned. There's more to hear about in the third segment. Dear viewers, welcome to the third segment of our episode today, and it's about preventing diabetes through some strategies and techniques. And we've talked about portion size and the movement, and now I'll be talking about cooking with care. So please try your best to put some love into your cooking, love to yourself and your family by caring about the ingredients you're using. Try to use different strategies and techniques. So use a stir-fry technique rather than deep frying. Use broiling or grilling rather than frying. So you can always make the same food your family likes with a different kind of care. Just moving around a little bit of the ingredients will help you. So if you try to do that, you're better off. And then there's another thing. If your family loves snacking and you can't do much about it, and you worry that they'll be eating 24 hours a day, try to have the snacks that are lower in calories. Try to have plenty of fruits and vegetables available, perhaps nuts, although they're high in calories, but at least you're helping your family have better kinds of food, rather than keeping biscuits and chocolates and ice creams and other processed foods lying around. Because, you know, if they see it, they're likely to grab one of these. But if you have better options, you're definitely helping your family out. Your children need sandwiches. They're going to school, and you may prepare a sandwich or ask someone to prepare a sandwich. Try to avoid deli meats. Try to avoid smoked meat cuts, because all these processed cuts, they have a lot of ingredients that are not healthy at all for you or your children. try to go with fresh ingredients, or just cook your meat and then slice it into the pieces you like. If your kids like turkey, just get a turkey and roast it and then have the slices. If they like chicken, you can do the same, but avoid processed meats. The long-term complications are really scary and harmful, and you don't want that for your family if you're cooking with care. Finally, I'll be talking about a new strategy, which is cooking in style, because most mothers like cooking, and maybe you can get your kids with you to cook. That helps a little bit. So when you cook in style, that means try new recipes, try new ingredients, try to use a little bit of herbs or some balsamic vinegar, for example. Try to attend cooking shows or cooking classes. You're free to join us at the Sman Diabetes Institute to learn a little bit of nice cooking techniques with our chef, and you learn how to do things in a different way. Sometimes the family would be bored eating the same thing over and over again, and this is why they may be ordering food from other stores. But if you try to introduce new systems, new methodology in cooking, it may be resisted at the beginning, but yes, you will develop the new taste buds for your family that will enjoy newer stuff that will help control their diabetes. Try not to add too much sugar. Maybe a little bit honey, but not too much sugar. Maybe molasses. Try to go with natural stuff and don't overdo it with it, but it would be a better option than all the processed things. I wouldn't recommend indulging in a lot of artificial sweeteners because they're not as good, even though they do not increase your blood sugar, but there are long-term effects that have not been studied yet, and we don't want to take risks if we care about our families. I know people get repulsed by eating brown rice or brown bread. The color brown may not be very attractive, but again, with a little bit spices or herbs, you're boosting the flavor, and people will start developing a flavor to these things. Try wild rice, for example, instead of having the brown rice. Try to have the different colors of quinoa. It will help a little bit. So if you adopt these strategies, we hope you'll control your blood sugar and you'll have better chances of not developing complications. Thank you for being with us. Hope to see you in other episodes.